Hey everybody, this is Ted Check, recovering reporter. File this under, wow, that seems like a really good thing. No, it's not. Not at all. Google agrees to $110 million deal to fund local newsrooms. Plans to push leftist news agenda? Question mark. Yeah. So this is actually it's actually quite troubling because Google is a company that, as we've seen, over the years, they are a left-leaning organization. I don't think anybody can deny that. That's number one. Number two is that yes, local news, small papers and things like small stations, maybe even are find themselves in tough times. Okay, the industry, and I feel it's because of well, this book explains it all. My book that's coming out next month explains it all. But because of the way that they are reporting the news these days, people are turning away in droves. Okay, so that just creates this vicious cycle of, then you have to get rid of more employees, then your product suffers more, and it just keeps going like that. So the answer, apparently Google has the answer because Google knows all. Google has the answer, and that's to pump money into local newsrooms. And the problem I have with that is that no newsroom, no matter how big, no matter how small, should be receiving donations, should be receiving any type of funding from outside sources. Okay, because that creates the appearance, the possibility even that there's going to be some type of influence tacked on, attached to that money, whether it's implied or whether it's actually explicit. It creates the possibility for that, the appearance of it, and that's not a good thing. We can't have that in journalism. Okay, so now we look at, this is from the gatewaypundit.com. So under the deal, the details of which were first reported by Politico on Monday, Google and the state of California would jointly contribute. So the state of California is getting involved as well. Yet again, another source. Now we're having government. So we're having this monopolizing company and the government joining forces to provide money to media. And what do you think the media is going to write anything negative about the state of California? Do you think they're going to write anything negative about Google? No, of course not, because they're going to be afraid that the faucet's going to turn off on them. 110 from Google, 70 million from the state, according to Assembly member Buffy Wicks. Oh, and this person led negotiations on the deal. So this person right here, Buffy Wicks, thought it was a good idea. Read this book, Buffy, when it comes out. Anyway, yeah. So, and this isn't actually the first time that Google has meddled in the media. That's gotten in. It's not the first time they've gotten in bed with the media. So in my book here, I talk about. I read in May of 2023 that Google had inked a content distribution deal with the New York Times. Google, through its parent company Alphabet, is the largest search engine on the internet and also owns another top search engine, YouTube. Quote, the deal includes the Times' participation in Google News Showcase, a product that pays publishers to feature their content on Google News and some other Google platforms, according to the report, which cited people familiar with the matter. Quote, the Times in February announced an expansion of its agreement with Google that included content distribution and subscriptions. Yeah, that should not be happening, okay? We need to get, what needs to happen is that local news needs to get back in the hands of local owners. And we have seen this. I have seen this as a trend. It needs to happen more and more. And they need to reject, no matter how much, there's millions and millions of dollars being danced in front of them. Oh, hey, look at this, come and get me. No, you got to resist it anyway. You got to resist it. It's not the way to go, and it just creates an air of impropriety that you don't want anywhere near you. You don't want that temptation around. You don't want that stain upon you. So you got to reject it. Really, this is a major concern, and I know the industry is not doing great, but this is not the answer. Um, let's see, going back to the story here, or what I was saying. So you've got a Cthulhu-level online force in Google, now with its claws sunk into one of the most well-known and well-respected media outlets, talking about the New York Times. A story by The Verge says there are upwards of 450 news sites that are on the Google payroll. Talk about narrative control. Now you have 450 news outlets who more than likely won't print or produce one negative thing about Google or any of its assets. It's actually an ingenious move on Google's part. That's a little bit of what I wrote. Yeah, I mean, boom, that sums it up. And so just to keep you guys informed about all this, this is the kind of stuff that is going on behind the scenes. I don't know how much coverage it's getting aside from on a conservative site like the Gateway Pundit. I'm sure that if it is being covered by the mainstream media, it's being touted as this fantastic thing. It's not. Trust me, it's not, for all the reasons that I outlined. Let me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you later.